And that's pretty much.
Trot. Trot. She's like, I'm gonna stand up. She's like, I want to run and I want to go back with my friends. Well, I mean, if she's fox hunted, then she's probably pretty brave.
Yeah, I know that she's like good through water, and they said the first time they let all the dogs out, the girl was just like, oh my gosh, there was like 50 dogs around my feet or around her feet, and she said she didn't budge. She didn't move.
She just was a good girl.
And she's never like, every time I've seen her riding with people, and I've ridden her a couple times myself, she's never gone like real fast. She's done a pretty, like that kind of a trot, you know what I mean? You could do like a nice calm trot or whatever.
Hey. Ooh.
Good girl. Here's a sweet girl. Ooh, look at you.
Thinking. She's like, take me back out. Is that what you're thinking? Go back out with your... Well, let me, you can probably email that.
Yeah, I can email you this little bit right here.
And then, that way I can show it to Danielle.
Yeah.
And then I'll call you back, and then maybe get her out there so I can start lunging her. And
that's what I thought. I thought, that's why I said if you wanted to, try her out for a week or so, because if you lunge her a couple times,
please put me back out.
I think if you just lunge her a couple times, I bet you Danielle will be like, oh, I mean, after the first time, she'll probably be like, and I haven't lunged her a lot, so I don't know how she lunges real well, because she's not lunged a lot. I mean, I've done a little bit, but even Gina didn't lunge her. Gina just like, and which was, because she normally does, but I don't think she lunged her. But she's always been, I mean, she has good ground manners like that. She likes to be groomed. She's 8. She loads real good. Well, you loaded her. She loads real super good. And like I said, they told me she has never bucked. I just know what they told me, but I can tell you that the whole time she was at Gina's, when I've ridden her, when Gina's ridden her, no.
She wasn't naughty at all.
No. Gina told me that she doesn't, this is her exact words, and the other girl that works for her told me the same thing. They both go, I don't like mares, but if I was going to like a mare, it would be this one.
Yeah.
Because she's not marish. And that was one thing the owner before told me. They said she is not marish at all.
Because I'm not a big mare person either. But
right. They said you don't even know when she's in heat because she does not change.
I swear, lately we've had all mares. I'm like, what is up with this?
I know.
But so far all of them have been really well.
Yeah. I had a girl from Hot Springs ride her too, and she's not like a real, real good rider. And I mean, she's just medium, does the little trails and stuff. And she did real good. She rode her out at Gina's. She wanted to ride, and I was riding that one. I go, if you want to ride her, and she didn't have any problems with her.
Didn't?
No. And she's just not found. It's not that she hasn't found her niche. It's just that. I don't know, somebody needs to figure out what, when someone wants her, then what they're going to do with her. If she's going to go dressage, she can definitely go dressage. If she's going to jump, she could definitely do that too.
Yeah. Well, Danielle, she used to work for the Castles. You probably don't know them, but they did ultra painters. And,
oh, I remember you telling me, didn't she ride?
The majority of them ended up being dressage horses because they're real big, but then some of them went off to be jumping horses.
Right.
Most of the time, people still use some warm bloods for the eventing, or a cross of some kind, because the warm bloods obviously are better for dressage, and then the eventers are better with the hotter breed. Oh yeah. But a Trakehner can be a hot breed.
Yeah. So that's probably, they can go kind of either direction.
Kind of go either way.
Right.
But Danielle had a mare that she evented off of for quite a while from over there. you not get papers?
Because she has something to do with, I think, the father, but I think it was the mayor. The mayor was, and she still could have done it because it was, she has Trakehner and she has some thoroughbred in her.
Oh, okay.
And then they said that something about as long as the horse that had the thoroughbred had the jockey club, whatever. It was just the whole point that the people wouldn't get the other people to do it, and it's been this long, and that one of those things. And then when I tried to go back about, well, last year, to get it to say, look, you know, I think that I should be able to, is there any way you can help me do this? Yeah. She attempted it, and then she said she can't even get the lady to even respond back to her, period, now. She doesn't know where she went. It's one of those things. So, and I think she probably would have, because I said,
so
well,
mom probably was Trakehner, dad was thoroughbred?
Probably, yeah. Okay. It's probably that way. And so that's why I was like, because I thought, well, that way if I didn't do anything, I could at least breed her.
Yeah.
But then I didn't have the papers, and I'm like, oh, well. And I said that, you know, and even Gina said, she goes, well, I can tell she's a Trakehner. She said she has every one of the features. So.
Well, you know, a lot of times when you want to, you can get them registered Trakehner, but if you want to go and do certain things, you have to go and have them inspected.
Yeah.
You know, and they have to meet all the qualities. She does have it. I mean, 'cause I was over at the castles enough to go see all the trees.
Yes.
Some of theirs were pretty hot, though.
And I think, I mean, even if, depending on what someone wanted, I mean, they could register her as like a sport horse or whatever other thing if they wanted to, but I guess depending, I mean, if you're doing dressage, it probably don't even matter because you don't really go into breed type things, you know?
No. I mean, some people love to know that they've
got something, yeah.
You know,
so, let me just take a body shot and then I'll.
Okay.
And she's not too narrow. You know how some horses are so narrow, they just, you know, I mean, she has some substance to her, so she feels good when you're sitting on her. But